Imagine a world where the sun was not just a celestial body in the sky, but a divine force watching over every move, every decision, and every act of justice. This is the story of Shamash, the ancient Mesopotamian god who brought light and justice to the world. Join me as we explore this Mesopotamian myth and the role he played in the religion and daily life of ancient Mesopotamia. In the Akkadian language, which was the language of the Assyrian and Babylonian civilizations, the word Shamash means sun. The term is also equivalent to the Sumerian word Ud, which means both sun and day. But in ancient Mesopotamian mythology and religious beliefs, the word was also used to refer to the sun god. Shamash is the god of justice, kindness, generosity, and the sun in Mesopotamian and Sumerian mythology. He is considered one of the most important deities in Mesopotamian temples and has played a key role in many ancient historical texts. Imagine that at the beginning of the day, the earth is still in deep slumber. Suddenly, a bright light appears on the horizon. It is Shamash who has awakened from his underground sleep. He brings light and warmth to the earth, allowing plants and crops to grow. In the belief of the ancient Mesopotamians, at sunrise, Shamash would emerge from his underground bedroom and embark on his daily journey across the sky. But why was Shamash known as the god of justice and judgment? The answer is simple: the sun illuminates everything. When the sun appears in the sky, there is no darkness, no cover, no lie left to hide. Shamash, with his light, acted as the eyes that oversaw all events of the day, every move, every decision, every action. For this reason, people regarded him as a symbol of truth, fair judgment, and absolute justice. One of the most famous depictions of Shamash as the god of justice is engraved on the Code of Hammurabi stele. In this image, Shamash is depicted sitting with dignity and calm on the throne of judgment. Hammurabi, the great king of Babylon, stands humbly before him, seeking guidance and help for the administration of justice. This scene shows that even kings were not above divine law and had to seek guidance from gods of justice like Shamash. At the beginning of the Code of Hammurabi, Hammurabi addresses Shamash and several other gods. Hammurabi sees himself as ruling justly and enlightening the land, much like Shamash, and wishes to govern the people like him and illuminate the land. He also considered himself under the care and protection of Shamash, and referred to him as a helper in his endeavors, especially in the protection of justice. This indicates Hammurabi's belief in Shamash's support for his rule and actions, as well as his efforts to establish justice in the land under his leadership. It was believed that Shamash, during the night, would travel through the underworld to prepare for the next morning's sunrise and head eastward. In one Sumerian literary text, Ud is described as the god who illuminates the underworld or the realm of the dead and judges within it. Shamash played a key role in divination, as he was seen as an all-seeing witness to worldly events. Believed to oversee everything each morning, he was thought to validate truths and provide guidance. Kings sought his help in receiving accurate prophecies and answers. Shamash is often depicted seated on a chair, as a fair judge before whom the king and people humbly stand to seek justice. He usually holds a small staff and a ring. He was imagined as a man with long beards wearing a hat. However, in some periods, he is depicted standing with one foot placed on a high point, like a mountain. Even when seated on his throne, his feet rest on a high point, never directly touching the ground. He is the sun god who rises from the east, and these heights are the mountains in the east from which he rises. His position was in the sky and heaven. Initially, he walked across the skies on foot, but later he was depicted riding in a fiery chariot pulled by animals, driven by his minister Bu-Nene. Bu-Nene's duty was to guide Shamash each evening at sunset from the eastern horizon to the western gate of the sky. And now, at the end of this video, we get to know his cuneiform sign. The Sumerian cuneiform sign Ud means both sun and day. However, when Mesopotamian scribes wrote the name of the sun god, they placed another sign meaning God before Ud, to indicate that it referred to the sun god. This ancient Mesopotamian seal bears the name Shamash engraved vertically in Sumerian cuneiform. Comparing it with earlier cuneiform signs reveals similarities. In later centuries, as the shape of the cuneiform letters changed, the writing of the name Shamash also underwent transformation. This Assyrian tablet from the 9th to 6th centuries BCE, which depicts Shamash and his symbol, is an example of this evolution. By zooming in on the image, one can observe that the form of the cuneiform letters in the name Shamash has changed. Thank you for staying with us until the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below.